a few words before taking your questions.
Madam Minister, my friends, the journalists, Mum and Dad, I absolutely was positive Miss World should come home to Jamaica and celebrate. I'm sure some of you are old enough to remember when Cindy won Miss World, and when Lisa Hanna won Miss World, it was the first thing she did was to come home, and that's how it should be. You all had a hand in making this beautiful young lady, Jamaica itself, Mum and Dad, and the atmosphere and the kindness that you give to people. Many people don't realize now what Jamaica's all about. We need to promote that more. And when I travel around the world, I know Jamaica is a gem, and at the moment it's almost undiscovered. It needs its tourism. It needs to be put up front all Jamaica does. And this is the most beautiful person to do it, and we'll do our best to promote Jamaica wherever we go. Just a few words, because I know you don't want to listen to me too much, but I want to tell you, some people are still under some strange concept. I heard someone ask Miss World last night, is it, you know, how different are you from other contests? Well, we are different, and since 1971, when I was in Singapore, and there was, as you know then, the roads were not made up, there'd been war, and it was in a bit of a state. I was in the hotel, I was working on a project, and I looked down, and I saw an old lady. She was on the street, and there were lots of handicapped people on the streets. And you know, she went over to them, she was carrying 2 bags. She was old, and it was a bit difficult for her to walk. But she went over, she went to the first person. It looked like a young person. From the height of the hotel, I couldn't see so clearly, but she took from one bag, it looked like a flannel, she washed the face and the hands of the child, and gave with the other bag food. And I watched her for 3 days, and I rushed down to get down to her, and I asked her, why do you do this? It was a silly question, but it was meant to be well-meaning. And I asked her, why do you do this? And she said, is it not better to light one candle in the darkness than not to see at all? That started, she turned to me and said, that is my purpose in life. And I thought, what has Miss World got in 1971? Are we just looking at beautiful women? Are we encouraging young people just to look beautiful? Where is the heart? Where is the mind? And so Miss World changed to Beauty with a Purpose. That was in 71. And it grew very, very slowly until now there's 130 countries all working with projects in their own country. What we try to do in a small way and bigger ways, they all start in a small way, is to get the license holders as well involved in being useful with the young people that are going forward in their local contests. This has been now, if you look on our website and see beautywithapurpose.com, you'll see all the projects around the world. And you will be so proud of these young people. They're amazing. They do such an amazing job. Not just Miss World, but all the girls that have entered. And each year, they're continuing. So when we travel around the world, we're going to see all those projects. You can see the top 10 that won the prizes. And the prize was Miss World Visits. And we will donate on that day, raising money in their country for their project. So Miss World is a fantastic, wonderful feeling to be able to change what people sometimes have to deal with, whether it's clothes on their back or fresh water, which is really important. So you can see, because it would take years to explain it to you. I'm proud that she's won Miss World. Tony Ann now is going to be the representative. When we raise money, we take nothing, absolutely nothing from the money. It all goes, which is very important. That's why we started Beauty with a Purpose. We used to raise money. I raised $1 million at a dinner, and I found the charity took 20%. And I thought, where's the sense in that? We can do it, and we'll do it for nothing. So this is my honor and my word that when we raise money for the children, it goes to the children. And we actually buy the things. We say, what do you need? Do you need this? Do you need computers? Do you need washing? What do you need? And we make sure they get it. So we don't waste a penny. So I'm going to hand you over to people now that you really want to hear from. But I just wanted to put that right with you because it's a long time since I've been back to speak to you. And I wanted you to know just how incredible this young lady is going to have that experience that all the other girls know about. And they're all going to be waiting to welcome her. So thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Mrs. Morley.